I want to get to this news, and we got more. And so there's some potential early story details on Starfighter, which is really, I would say,
Who told you this? Who told you this?
Was this you guys? Oh, okay. I haven't read the story yet. I'd like to hear a little bit more about it, but a very basic idea of the story and currently in production Star Wars Starfighter has reportedly emerged online. The title has been pitched as an all-new standalone adventure set in an entirely original story set in a period of time never before explored in Star Wars. The film folds around 5 years after the events of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, taking us further into the future of the franchise has gone before and well after the defeat of Palpatine in the First Order. Ryan Gosling, Flynn Gray, Matt Smith, Mia Goth, Aaron Pierre, Simon Bird, Jamel Westman, Daniel Inks, and Amy Adams star in the film, which mostly seems to be about Gosling's character protecting Gray's young character. Now the hot mic, some hack named John Roca is reporting
that son of a bitch.
The film story boils down to this. The main kid is force sensitive. Okay. His mom is Amy Adams. She seems to be a Jedi. Gosling is not a Jedi, but he's helping his nephew escape two evil bad guys who are chasing him across the stars. He has a mission he's on, given him by Adams. Oh, I bet you I know what the mission is then. This ties in with theories that Gosling's character is looking to deliver to the kid. Yeah, right. That's what I would have guessed. To the newly created Jedi Academy being run by Rey, and thus potentially led into the Rey-centric new Jedi Order feature. Deadpool and Wolverine and Free Guy director Sean Levy helms the movie and produces with Kennedy. Starfighter will be released on May 28th. Let me tell you then, and we'll get a little bit more about it. Let's see how confident you are in these details. If these are the details, I'm as excited as I was 10 minutes ago, which is I am more excited about this movie than I have been for a bit for any Star Wars movie, because this to me is a story where you don't have to rely on the Empire. You don't have to rely on the First Order. You just got to rely on these two evil humps, whether it's Matt Smith, right? Because Matt Smith is in it, right?
Yeah.
Matt Smith could be one of, right. These two, them alone, if they're the two bad guys going after the kid. And, there's a reason why. And they found an Amy Adams' mom saying, look, I need you to protect my kid, and you gotta get the kid to Rey. Then you don't need to rely on Rey. When we finally get there, okay, now we're gonna have this is always one of the things, like, make me care about what's going on in the world, make me care. Okay, I care now, spin off. Now I care. So if you can establish and make me care in this one, I like this. How confident are you with these details? All right, I have to tell you guys straight honest truth here. True Classic, it's one of my favorite brands maybe ever. Birthday is coming up. It's actually going to be this week when you're seeing this. And truth told, friends and family, just get me True Classic. I love it. I love the shirts. I love the pants. I love everything about it. And they just started with a simple mission. It was to bring premium, comfortable clothing to the masses, because looking great should come with a designer price. So clearly people agree. People are voting with their dollars. True Classic has sold over 25 million shirts to more than 5 million customers and racking up over 200,000 five-star reviews. Mine is one of them. This brand isn't just about fabric or fit. It's about helping guys show up every day with confidence and purpose. I can tell you right now that whether I'm wearing this black t-shirt to the gym, if I'm wearing one of their shirts to a screening, I'm going to an event on Monday, I have to go, I'm wearing True Classic. I really do feel the difference and people have noticed it right away when I walk in a room. They say some stuff. It's just, it's amazing. It's tailored for when you want it. It's relaxed when you need it. No bunching, no stiff fabric, no BS. Clean, effortless fit that actually works for real life. So forget about the overpriced designer brands. Skip the cheap throwaway stuff. True Classic is built for comfort, built to last, and built to give back. You can find them on Amazon, Target, Costco, Sam's Club, or head to trueclassic.com/Kristian to try them out for yourself. Help me out by getting them, and you're guaranteed to help yourself out. True Classic, the absolute best.
I've been hearing about this for weeks. So it was only that I finally got the go ahead before the Hot Mic show last week to talk about it openly, because I get stuff now because of the Hot Mic. Sure. I have people who reach out to me, but I always kind of, you have to vet stuff, you have to test stuff. But then I heard from other people. And so I was like, okay, these details are lining up, and these are people I trust. And so I was like, okay, this makes sense. And so that's when I said it on the show. And of course I cleared it with Jeff, because Jeff gets real antsy if I break stuff when he's not privy to it. So I always tell him I can go solo, so it's not your face on the camera when I'm saying it. But he was in on this one and it passed his smell test. I do think Amy Adams is a Jedi, probably one of the hidden Jedi of the Last Jedi. Okay. And I think she dies. I think she hands the kid off to Gosling, who may be his dad or not be his dad. I don't know. I think the twist would be amazing that he doesn't know it's his kid and his kid knows he's his dad, but doesn't tell him until later on in the film, which would be a nice twist. And that the people hunting them down, and then there's people in charge of them. So I don't know if it's Matt Smith and someone else on the end, and Mia's like in charge. I don't know what the answer is there on that, but I do think it's leading to them handing the kid off to Rey. I know Josh over at Den of Nerds did a whole thing. He's losing his mind over the weekend about it, and he was claiming that Sean Levy's being forced to do this kind of movie. This is nonsense. Sean Levy has been working on a quote unquote Rey Star Wars movie for a couple of years now. And so to me, I think this was the intention from the beginning, and there were rumors about an older Rey and all of that. So it's possible, but like the idea that Sean is somehow being forced to do this kind of movie is nonsense. And if that's what Josh was actually saying, because Sean has been working on a Rey movie for a while. And so this is a way of kind of connecting all of that.
I haven't given a crap. Like I still haven't watched the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. Still haven't watched that trailer. Okay, I'll watch the movie when it comes out. That movie is it's a TV. It's a TV. Yeah. It's a TV show, but I also say this: it is absolutely 100% the right move to try to do the Moana strategy with that. But that movie is clearly to recoup losses on stuff to try to get their money back to get people in the theater. It's not the end all be all. If Starfighter does not hit for the audience, then you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You got to stop. If it doesn't hit, right? Because you're going to get the people who are going to go, nobody wants to see a Rey movie. I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. I think that she was not I liked Rey.
Me too.
I liked her, and I liked Daisy Ridley. I think the movies that she was in was garbage. I think that she was put into a shit trilogy, and I think that the way that she was handled in general, in certain ways that the characters, I agreed with John Boyega's comments of everything that he said actually at that con. I still think if you can right the ship, but I don't disagree with people that it's like if this one doesn't work, then you're in trouble.
I agree.
However, if you can make a good movie with this cast and this director who has been pretty good, especially in pulling out emotional moments, I bring out Real Steel, right?
Yeah.
You could start something new, but you scrap everything if this movie fails. You scrap everything. You say, look, it's not working. Let's not push it. It's not working. No one cares.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fascinating to see how the movie comes out and how it's received, because we know that there might be people who don't go see this out of a protest, and are there enough people? Is there enough bad will with Star Wars that people won't go see a Rey movie, even if it's directed by Christopher Nolan, or a movie that's going to lead us to Rey, even if it's directed by Christopher Nolan, because people have a thing. But I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine made $1.5 billion. So you're investing in a director that knows how to give you stuff that you want to see, and in a mainstream way. So I agree with you. I think the issue with the sequel trilogy was the directors. Although JJ is a great director for the first one.
Not just the producers and everything.
Yeah, producers, all
entire team.
How about the overall end result of the product was the
coaching staff, and the players. Horrible.
Right. And so but I think Daisy Ridley's amazing as Rey. I'm glad she's going to come back, get a shot at it. But if you don't set her up right, as you said, Kristian, 100% right, they're going to have to reassess the whole situation.
You have to. It would be, again, bad management on. And if you're Iger and you go, okay, let's take a look at and see how this does.
Yeah.
And if nobody goes and sees it and if they don't respond to the story of Rey and everything too at the end of it, and those moments don't play, you got to go, hey, listen, that thing we're going to do at Kinberg, we're going to focus on that. Clearly, that's not working. We have to reassess.
Right.
Or, wow, you guys did it. You turned it around. You made people actually give a crap now. I mean, there's a level of people. There's, like I said, I've said this a million times over. You're gonna have two sides. You're gonna have three sides. But you're gonna have the two obvious of everyone, the trailer's going to come out and there's a spaceship and people are going to, oh my God, this is amazing. There's a spaceship. Oh my God, there's a star. Oh my God, this is the best. You're going to have that. That's just, that's part of it. Then you're going to have, well, Ray's in it. This movie's going to stink. Disney is Disney, right? And the two easiest, like what I'd love to see, I would love to see shock me on that side of like, well, look, there's potential there, but maybe from what we've seen in the past, they could eat it, but they're gonna do the predictable this, that shill stuff, all that. Then you're gonna have the we love everything, nothing can be wrong. You guys, you're racist and hate women if you don't like this movie. That's predictable bullshit.
Yeah.
The middle of this, and then the same with the politics, that's who I care about. If you're here and you're going, I haven't given a shit about Star Wars, I don't care anything about it. It's like, that one looked interesting. That one, all right, let me see. Any good? And if it's good, you come out, you go, didn't mind it. Like, those are the people I'm going to be listening to.
Yeah.
What'd you think? Were you excited about this? When I saw the trailer and I wanted to see it, what'd you think about it? That was pretty good. How about you? I'm not interested. I'm done with Star Wars. Okay. That's who I'm listening to. I love everything and I hate everything. They can go eat shit. Both of them.
Yeah, like we were saying on everything going on now in our world, all the extremists are off base and wrong, and majority of them are grifting for their own reasons. It's the people in the middle we need to be focusing on. The people who understand both sides and take from both sides and have a much more well-rounded opinion and perspective on the situation. Same thing here with Star Wars. You don't listen to the extreme lovers and extreme haters. Screw them. They're both in it for their money. Here in the middle is where you look at it and you honestly assess it and take the good and the bad and look at it and offer constructive criticism for improvement, right? And that's what you want to see. And so I agree with you 100%. So, but I think it's a fascinating strategy to use because I mean, Kathleen said that this is like, a one-off, this isn't connected to anything else. But if in the end it does lead to Ray, then
I trust her as much as I trust politicians. She literally said, she literally said like a day before something, we're not doing trilogies anymore. We're just doing one-off movies. And then the next day she announced the Simon Kinberg trilogy. Like, are you even listening to yourself speak? What do you stop? Well, why are you making any announcements?
And this is where Roxy and I will disagree, like we did last week on Monday. It's like Roxy said this is all part of the game. And I get that. Roxy believes that, and I think a lot of people do, and I totally respect that. I myself
part of the game. Contradicting yourself in everything you do?
Right, like with James, because we were talking about James Gunn last week. I think if Roxy said this, like to me, I don't see these things that he says as offensive as you do, John, because they're to me that's just part of the game, and he has no obligation to tell us the truth. But I'm like, well, if you're going to open your mouth, then tell us the truth, because you can obviously not open your mouth and let us live in the mystery and the wonder of it all, right? But I think some people like to open their mouths and become the center of attention. And I know ironically, I know I say that, but like legitimately people in way more power with way more money and way bigger platform like to bring attention to themselves. I think James can't resist being online, and Kathleen can't resist kind of saying whatever's convenient for the moment, hoping we all have selective amnesia about something she just said a day ago. And it's a fascinating way to work the system. I just don't understand it for me personally.
Said it many times. So it's like you announce something and then he announced Ray as coming back like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
what are you doing? It's like like the amount of directors they lost, like all this. I mean, granted, maybe they're changing that now, but but it's just been. This is what I mean. Like, you can start to win now, but your win is that people are, first of all, two things are wrong.
Yeah,
and I've said this many times over. If you are anywhere near making videos saying that Mandalorian will make $1 billion or $2 billion or $2 billion, you should be arrested. You're crazy. You're crazy if you think it's going to make that. Now, but the other side of it is, if it doesn't do well, to say and proclaim Star Wars is dead. It's not the case, because what it's asking you to do is a lot of homework because of the series. Now, the question is going to be, is the audience that is already familiar with Mandalorian and Grogu, are they going to show up at the theater? If they don't, it does not mean that they won't show up for Starfighter. If they don't show up for Starfighter, then reassessments need to be made.
100%.
Whether that is getting rid of this team, getting rid of Filoni, getting rid of anybody who's there, selling it, that is also a possibility, and should potentially be discussed. But Right now, Starfighter is the one you got to be looking at, not Mandalorian and Grogu.
You're 100%, dude, because Mandalorian and Grogu is coming from a TV show. And as much as big as it was a sensation and people got them Baby Yoda shirts, it's a whole nother thing to get people to go to the theater and sit down and experience it off of a TV show. Look at Thunderbolts. I mean, that's as good of a film as you're going to make. And a lot of those characters from TV shows are smaller parts in other movies. And so, yeah, you hope it is a big sensation. I just think they hope they make some kind of profit on Mando and Grogu. There's $1 billion seems insane.
It's definitely gonna make $1 billion. No way. No way it makes $1 billion. But remember, it only costs. It's the cheapest Star Wars movie ever because it's a budget for a TV show. It's like $120 million, whatever it is, or 140 or whatever it might be. It's one of the cheapest Star Wars movies ever. So they just need to make like $400 million on it or something like that. They'll do that. I think they'll do that. So we'll see. Anyway, what do you guys make of all of it? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. What